Ladies and gentlemen, spies and pyros, welcome to the first ever, never aired before episode of 9 and Out with your host, TurboCop Kip Getaway, DJ, myself, and your guest, Huey Lewis. TurboCop?
Hey everyone, welcome to week number 1 here of 9 and Out. Last week was week 0. We had special guest Sigafu. Today we have special guest Huey Lewis, reigning champion of all of UGC. All of it, all 200-something teams. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. Good. Thanks for having me on.
Great to have. And we have Getaway, who was sick last week, but is coming through it all and bringing us back into the great casting. Great game last night, by the way, Getaway.
Thanks. It was an interesting game. It was good. It was something. I think a lot of people saw it over on XTV.
And we have on our side new player, DJ, over here. He's been doing some casting for a little while now. Is that right?
Yeah.
And, of course, everyone knows Kip, prolific caster extraordinaire.
Wait, she's going to be here? What?
You sound important.
What? Kip's here?
I'm sorry, all you have is me. I
Hold
don't
on, let me get a tie on.
know who extraordinaire is.
So, we have first week of the season. Last week was things were kind of rocky. We only had, from Platinum, like 2 games played of the 5 games scheduled. So it didn't really count. Preseason didn't count. But this time through, rosters seem to be fairly set. Few things are off. So we're going to go ahead and go for our Fantasy League draft over here. And I'm going to put DJ on the spot right now, who hasn't come up with a... Yeah, you haven't come up with a fantasy team name, buddy. You have to.
I did, but you shot it down.
Yeah, because I came up with it for you.
You need to be your own person.
You have to figure things out for yourself in life, son.
There's no pressure at all. This determines how the rest of your season will go.
That's true. So, for those who aren't familiar, Cabler of DRS and Mustard Overlord of DRS fame came up with a way to calculate fantasy points based on logs.tf. So I'm going to be grabbing all of them throughout the season. We're going to be calculating down on their fantasy scores for everyone. Everyone gets 1 class per each, and then they get 3 backups. We're going to have a round-robin system going here. If you're in the free pool, you can get re-picked back up, but everyone can always have 12 people in lock for them. They set up the rosters 24 hours ahead of time. And then we go from there. The person who gets the highest amount of fantasy points for a week gets 10 points. Second place gets 6 points. Third place gets 3. Fourth place gets 1. Last place gets a big old fat egg. 0 points. So Mario type strategies here. And DJ, you get the first pick. So this will be going on in the background at the same time. Let everyone know who your picks are if they're exciting or interesting, of course. So while you're coming up with a name, go ahead and pick someone, put them on the roster, and make sure to tag them with their team name.
Okay, I don't have the roster open. Let me see.
Okay, sure.
I know who I want though. My first pick is going to be Harblue.
Ooh,
Good pick.
Good choice. Good pick. We're missing a few medics, of course. The big news from last night was Kai ended up stepping down from UBS. She played her last game last night against Stag Party. They ended up losing that game, but it was pretty close in the end, I had thought. I mean, SP pulled it out for a pretty solid victory, but it wasn't like they like completely walked over them or anything. You casted that game, Goodell. What did you think?
Yeah, I think that, I think a lot of the rosters were still kind of being finalized a little bit. It's obviously not ideal to have a European player as your engineer. I don't know what's going on with the UBS roster now, and team chemistry is always a thing at the start of the season. You're still getting to know people. That was especially an issue for UBS. Stag Party, most of those guys obviously know each other already because they played in Gold last season, but it's preseason. I guess I kind of saw that those teams both feel like it doesn't matter. As I said last night, it's the preseason in UGC. It's like, whose line is it anyway? Everything is made up and the points don't matter. That was my take on it.
So do you think it's like preseason is just like something where players they won't throw the game, but they won't actively try and participate that hard, right? They don't want to show off anything quite yet because it's not for points.
I don't know if it's about not showing off anything or trying to not show your cards or something, but it's just there's not much meaning to it other than testing a map. It's we've the teams I've been on, we usually have used it to either just just kind of have fun, play together, or just try to scrim a team on a different map than the preseason map, because it's usually not been something we've wanted to play. And I don't know.
So Well, so like Sigafu had a lot of interesting ideas about this last week. He said that preseason needs to count for platinum, if not necessarily for other leagues, and also that the schedule needs to be like set, like it doesn't need to be this week by week kind of scheduling system where you're not sure who you're playing next week.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good idea. I don't know how well it would work with like a certain number of teams in Platinum, like how many teams there are right now, if we need to make it a little bit smaller or something. Like, I personally would like to kind of play teams more than once, maybe, in the regular season. I know it's kind of hard to do that with only playing each map once, but I think it would be more interesting because I think you're still going to kind of run into the issue where most team, or there's going to be a couple teams that are so much better than everyone else that some weeks are just going to be kind of gimmies and not too much fun for the viewers to watch. But like scheduling out an entire season and maybe scheduling teams twice with each other would be kind of cool.
Yeah, so last season we saw you and MTS and a few other teams like really dominate hard in Plat this year. But this year though, there's like 4 new teams. There's CG, there's Skull, there's Stag Party and UBS that come up from Gold. So that's 4 of the 11 teams. It's a whole third. So there's a lot of players have played in Plat before, of course, but there's a lot of new configurations. There's been a lot of jumbling around this season. But you've basically stayed the same, right? Not really any changes there.
Yeah, we've like Duwatna doesn't want to play Highlander anymore. He's busy, and I don't think he likes Highlander too much. We needed a demo last minute last season, so he kind of stepped in. Just friends with a bunch of the people on the team, so he stepped in and just played the season with us. And obviously that went really well, but he didn't want to do it again. So we did get Zalox from Ginyu Force last season. He joined us.
Yeah, I picked up Zalox. So how did that work out?
It was just the kind of thing where Zalox and Duwatna have been so dominant, I think, in the last few seasons of Highlander. Just they're kind of the 2 demos who are, I think everyone thinks are the best. So we figured, well, Zalox obviously isn't playing on Ginyu anymore. We don't have Duwatna. We may as well just get the next best thing, I guess. Like, I don't know. They're pretty much even, I think. Like, it's just going from one of the best demos to the next, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how would you if you had to put them in a gladiatorial arena to fight each other to the death somehow in TF2? How would you do it? Would it just be like MGE for 50 games or something? Whoever wins it out.
I don't know. Honestly, those 2 have been so dominant over every other demo I've seen in the last couple seasons, like season 9 and 11. I guess 10 doesn't really count. But I don't know. They're both just so good that it's very nice to go from one to the other, not have to worry about that.
Yo, DJ, you should pick up a first player and go ahead and throw him on the list, and then it's Kip's turn. Kip's already picked up. Yeah, Kip has picked up.
Whoa!
He picked up Max, which is going to be my first pick. So,
Kip, what's your team name?
What's your team name, Kip?
I just had it. Freudian Kips.
Freudian Kips. That's
Oh,
awesome.
I like that.
That's nice.
Are we going to announce all of our picks as we put them in? Give a little blurb about the player if we want to?
Sure, if you want to shout out for them.
Cool.
Cool. And Cold's name is Cold's Fish Taco Filling. Skidawales is Skidawales Gamer. #GG.
I want to be a Cold's
TurboCops.
Taco Party.
Oh, that's a good one.
That sounds more fun than Cold's Taco Filling.
Yeah, an evolving
Sounds like
team
a
name.
bad appetizer.
The cool thing is
I wanted to be a
this is
party.
UGC, you don't have to register for it.
I don't want you to say that phrase ever again. Please leave, sir.
All right.
I still feel like I have
sorry.
best name with
Time for you to go.
TurboCop speeding tickets,
Yeah,
but I
TurboCop
feel like I'm the
speeding
only one who put hours into thinking up his team name. So you took Max. I wanted Max. I guess I gotta go with Paragon then. That should be good. So yeah. So UGC first week is coming up. This is the first time. This is the first one. Are there going to be any standout teams this time? Are there going to be anyone? I mean, esports is clearly going to be dominant, right? Who are you
Obviously.
playing for week 1?
I don't think anyone knows who they're playing yet. I mean, we won. I guess MTS forfeited, so we'll play another team who won. I think that's how it's been the last few seasons. That's pretty much that's all preseason decides. Is if you win, you play another team who won. If you lose, you play another team who lost in week 1. That's really all it does. So
When you win through a forfeit, how many points are you awarded? Full points or half for platinum?
Yeah, map points, right?
In Platinum, I think it's full points.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like,
I don't-
are there any teams you're worried about coming up?
I mean, the two, like, new big teams, like the Gentleman's Club and Murder Force? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Murder Force
Murder
9000.
Force
Yeah,
9000.
so,
It's a great name.
so, yeah, I mean, we played, like, essentially this, like, Gentleman's Club. Like, they made a pug team to help us scrim for finals. That's, like, the first week of December or something like that. And it was almost exactly the roster they have now, and they were really good.
Yeah.
So they'll be tough to beat, and we play. I don't know. We've played like twice in the last like month since finals, and one of those times was against the Murder Force team, which I think was its full roster, and they were really good as well.
Did you win those ones?
We won 3-0 on Viaduct, and then we played 20-minute half on Gully, and they won 1-0. So,
Yeah. So, you guys got anything to add to that?
I'm stoked to see Gentlemen's Club play, actually. A lot of
Yeah.
good talent on there, man. Like, Enigma and Ruin, Valen, Arthur, Max, all those guys.
Yeah, well, you
That'd be
pairing
cool
up
to see.
Ruin and Hein again, that should be a pretty good strategic, mind meld. with
Is Hein
strats.
playing on that team?
Well, Hein's on the roster, so if he's going to be helping
gonna
out.
be back up. Yeah, he'll probably be like there for strats and stuff.
Yeah.
He'll
Well,
be
I mean,
playing
knowing
on
Hein,
every
he's,
team.
he's really good with Linning and the strats and stuff.
He'll be on half of the teams in the league this season
Yeah.
as a backup.
Yeah,
That's his
wasn't
deal.
wasn't Valen gone last season? Wasn't he taking a break?
Yeah, he was back up on Street Hoops actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't think he
was-
played too much, though, did
Yeah,
he?
I don't know.
I think he played a scrim on heavy for us towards the end. That was pretty much it. He was just kind of roster riding. He's on the Street Hoops team in ESEA Maine. He's their roamer, he's their roamer now.
What do you think about roster writing? Like, where teams are just where players are just on a team and then they don't contribute much, or that it's like arguable even if they're going to be decent enough on that team or not. Since they're not playing, you don't know.
Yeah, like
I
Mela was picked up on Murder Force, but is going to be a backup and coming off of LAN. That's kind of funny to me a little bit.
Well,
yeah,
I
like
mean,
so you say, but I mean your sources are questionable sometimes. Get a will.
Ooh, okay. What do you think, Huey?
I mean, guys like Mela, I think he's played Highlander an awful lot. He might not want to, fully commit to another season,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Most of the teams I've been on, like our backups have been like perfectly capable of stepping in and playing at a really high level. So I don't think I've ever really sat with a roster rider on any of my rosters, like not to any big degree at least. Especially not now that there's fewer slots.
Did the stream just cut out for anyone else?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it
hearing
did.
the stream went
No.
offline.
Oh, yeah, it went offline.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Well, it says... XSplit says it's still streaming.
People are making fun of my faces, so that's why
You make
That's pretty
faces
rude.
for some reason.
Oh,
I'm
that's good.
sorry. I'm expressive.
Yeah, it looks like we're back. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I
Sweet,
want
okay.
FaZe. I pick FaZe.
You're picking up FaZe,
Yeah.
the snipes.
Yeah, the snipes.
Not everyone.
The
Everyone should not
snipers.
pick snipes.
Everyone's
It's
going
not-
sniper, and actually, do you know what? I'm going to
Sniper's
follow
very
it up
important.
with. I'm going to follow it up
But
with
I
a
mean-
sniper of my own. I'll get mine done real quick right away. I'm picking Fox Peace as my sniper, a good friend of mine, and he's the most positive human being in the world. And I
You're letting
love him.
emotions run your fantasy draft.
He's a hell of a sniper. You ever play against him?
Has he ever played
Not
against Max?
Yeah,
I don't
Fox
know
is incredible. Like
He's
has
really
yeah.
good. Yeah, he's very, very good.
You mean Morning Fox? That's what I. Or,
Nope, Fox Peace. It should be Fox Peace.
who's he playing for? I don't have him on my list.
Murder Force.
He's on Murder Force, yeah. Their
Yeah.
starter.
Oh, I do have him. Yeah, but someone called him Morning Fox for some reason. That's strange.
That's my pick,
Someone
Fox
else, yeah.
Peace. Yeehaw.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick a soldier for sure for the start here, and I think I might take Bobby for soldier for UBS, simply because soldiers are pretty interchangeable. I'll probably have a backup soldier too, so we'll see how it goes week to week to week. Like Bobby a lot. Bobby tends to make a lot of big plays sometimes, so gotta have that on a fantasy draft. You gotta have someone who makes a bunch of points. I'm pretty sure.
He was flying around last night for sure.
Yeah, he was. He got at least half of those medic picks last night.
Yep.
easily. So I liked that. I liked that play. So he's on my first. Back over to GJ. Oh, DJ, you picked a name. Discara Bros. That's a good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's enough. That's enough putting around the TF2 water cooler. Week one is right around the corner here. We should see some big plays. We should see some exciting smackdowns. We could see some teams rise to the occasion. Maybe Murder Force doesn't work out as well, despite having all of these all of the star power that they have, right? So we have Lakeside. So why don't you walk us through Lakeside a little bit, Huey, as for the newer players out there.
Cole, hold your tongue.
Yeah,
really.
I mean,
Trying so hard right now.
I've kind of talked back and forth with Cole a little bit. I think we're in agreement. I think this map should have been removed from the pool a few seasons ago. It just, I don't know. Like I play a support class, so I'm kind of biased here. But I feel like if your support classes can't support, it's probably not a very good map. And there's just not a lot for support classes and even some heavier classes to do on Lakeside, just given the it's essentially viaduct just kind of stretched way out, so it's hard to get anywhere in a timely fashion. So
yeah,
even
with
like
no
the fast
ceiling.
people, yeah, and around the point, like soldiers hate it because it eats their rockets, and I don't know, it's just a tough map for teams to play. I think honestly, of any fault this season with the map list, putting like Barn Blitz, then Lakeside, and then Gravel Pit all like in a row at the very beginning, that's gonna really test some kind of newer teams, I think.
Everyone's favorites.
Yeah, I mean those are all maps where I don't know, it can just go badly very quickly.
Love it or hate it maps. Those are the love them or hate them ones. People
Yeah.
either, especially Gravel Pit, I think, but Lakeside too. Some people love it, and I don't understand those people.
I don't understand the people that say, "Yeah, I love it," or I don't mind it. It's just like, really, it's just so boring, and there's not a whole lot of strategy to it.
I mean, most Koth maps are pretty sniper friendly. Just Lakeside is even more so because it's so hard to get to the sniper to actually stop them because they can sit so far back on the bats, and there's
That, and they can see so much more.
yeah.
So it's like twofold in their advantage.
And
Yeah,
so,
I've
like,
always
classes-
heard sniper sightlines is the main reason why people don't like this map.
Yeah.
Well, they sit so far back, so they're hard to get to, and then any class that's like slower that can't jump around and stuff. So like your heavy, your pyro, your NG, as soon as you get on the point, like you're just in big trouble of like just getting either spammed by stickies or just hit scanned from across the map that you can't really deal with. So it's a tough map to play.
So like
I
as a
agree.
pyro, like I actually did pyro for this map for our steel team. It worked out reasonably well, but I agree I had like a hard time figuring out things to do. I ended up running detonator and shooting flares just to get the sniper on fire because he wasn't good enough to deal with the fire damage. But is that like viable enough for like a plat game?
Probably, depending on what you're doing. I think most King of the Hills, other than like maybe Asheville, the pyro's not really getting up close to people, so you're not doing a lot of kind of 1v1 DMing, and if you are, you're probably doing something wrong. You probably shouldn't be taking those fights because you're probably going to be too exposed to other things. So it's not, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like using different secondaries other than like flare gun or shotgun, but of any map, like this one might be a decent one to try it out, just to kind of harass the most powerful class on the map. So
Yeah. So what do you end up doing as pyro on this map a lot? Do you
um
stick with the combo and throw flares a lot?
I try to like fight with my combo. The only time I actually kind of like this map is if you can forward hold, which given the size of the map can be kind of difficult sometimes unless the other team wipes completely. And you can kind of forward hold up on the other team's battlements, and it's a little bit more fun. You get to kind of move a little bit more freely. But yeah, it's a lot of kind of support and making sure it's kind of spy duty and soldier duty a lot, and kind of flank duty for your combo. You're not doing a lot. It's the same as other Koth maps. It's just you're even more limited.
So it's like total defense for pyro on a map like this. Pyro,
Somewhat.
I like to think of him as the janitor, right? He's the team janitor. He's got to keep all the pipes flushed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Given the slow movement speed and the terrible range you have, you're not moving up.
And the butt crack that shows.
What, on the pyro?
Yeah. It's part of playing Pyro.
Someone should take that
Face it.
I didn't know the pirate had a butt crack.
Yeah, right.
Make
Right
that
on the back.
disc and make $15,000 a year.
Hudda.
Just want to interject, ladies, go home.
The dream.
Sigafu's mine.
So
Now
you already
Freudian kips.
Nice.
Yeah.
You already
Got
picked
my
crossing
engine, my
players?
sniper out. So
I've been
I'm
crossing
done.
players off above with the red so that we can track who's gone, just for helpfulness.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's going to be
It's
really
gonna be
awkward
double
when one of
picks.
you picks a pyro that isn't me first.
Yeah.
I was
I
was
can't
thinking
wait.
about just killing tension just by picking them up, but if you guys want to do it first,
I'll relieve the tension and pick up my font-loving friend Huey.
There you go. Thank you, Cold.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
that was a noise.
That was
Juice!
the,
Juice in the house. What's up, man? In the chat, I got a shout out to my buddy.
oh, nice.
He's a UGC admin. He's awesome.
Shout outs to Juice
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah, he's the
Nice.
Fortress Forever admin.
Nice.
I've never played Fortress Forever ever. Is it any decent? Is it like
Oh,
anything
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
Fortress never.
Fortress?
There's no hats. Sorry. Sorry, there's no hats. Go home. Sorry.
Oh no.
There's no hats whatsoever.
Yeah, well, maybe on the character models. I don't know.
Well, I can't play this game then. It's just not possible.
Anybody here in the channel familiar with bunny hopping? Or well, I know Huey is. Get it, Will? You
I
know
know
about that?
B-hops.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
B-hops.
All right. Okay. I'm just saying.
Slow down.
You can do B hops in TF2, right? really
No,
wanted
you
to.
used to be able to use it. It used to be an engine exploit in the source engine, but they patched that a long time ago. But there are server mods that re-enable you to do that. It's sort of like it, but it's. I've heard that bee hopping veterans say, "Nah, it's not quite like it, but you can still do it."
Oh, those dang bee hopping veterans.
Yeah.
So, like one thing that always bugged me about Lakeside is where to put the dispenser on this map. So everyone seems to like coalesce around Oasis, but I like Stair better. Is there and like teleporters are never worth it on this map, right? Like ever.
I mean, I think a teleporter is always really important, regardless of the map.
Really?
Like, if you can get people forward quicker, then you get to play off smaller advantages. Like, you can push without Uber or something like that if you know your spawns are going to be there quicker. And especially on like a time map, like a Koth map, then teleporters become very, very important. That's why you tend to see like engineers up at the top of the scoreboards. Is because they get like 50, 60, 70 teleports in a long game. That it really helps.
I've never been able to play an engineer and get like that many teleports in a match. Like, where do you put them in Lakeside to get people to the front and not have the teleporter go down? Is like the big
The
question.
metal is scarce,
no
and
idea.
it's such a long walk, and
Right.
it seems to get taken down a lot. Like on Viaduct, I can see you getting a lot of teleports because spies don't want to sap it because it gives away their position, right?
Some people put them on the edges, on the sides of the map. There's kind of like a stepped wall, and there's a little alcove you can go into on the ground kind of level. I've seen them in there sometimes. I see it in Euro a lot that people run tellies sometimes.
Or by the health pack.
Yeah.
About sapping teleporters on Viaduct, the thing is about Spy is that it's really hard to stay alive on Viaduct because there's like such small places, any spam will kill you. So it's like, if you can get anything done, at least from what I've seen, like, get it done, but if there's a better pick, go for it, so
Yeah,
that's what I've seen.
Viaduct, I think a lot of spies like it because they get to play pretty aggressive. They get to go for picks constantly. There's not a lot of waiting for them. Because everyone's pretty grouped up. They don't have far to travel. And that's kind of one of the issues with Lakeside is that I don't know what watch you run other than the Invis watch, and then you have one ammo pack that's in the center of the map up on the point that can actually maybe help you cloak all the way across. Otherwise, yeah, it's so difficult to get behind the other team.
And like I've always heard spies hate this map. Spies think it's like the worst, at least the worst of the three traditional Koth maps of Asheville, Viaduct, and this one, Lakeside. That they don't like this one at all. It's like not even possible to run DR, right? Like,
Oh no.
There's
You
just
can
no
hear
way
it
to get behind
everywhere.
them.
There's nowhere to make a safety cloak with a Dead Ringer.
Yeah, it's tough. There's just I don't know.
He's
I mean, I
dumb.
think you might see spies doing it and just being really aggressive with it again, but it's it's not as easy to do it. I don't think on Lakeside as it is on Viaduct or Asheville or something.
Getaway taking the Zaylox.
Yeah, we're flying
I'm
along with the
taking
picks. We got Huey Lewis taken by Cold. I took a gentleman by the name of Banny, and Zaylox, Mr. Turbo Cop, just took 2 demos in a row.
Well, I mean, there's already 3 demos picked. Or no, there's only 2, so I had time still. I had to find a good demo for sure. Demos score a lot of points in Highlander, but actually Pyros kind of score a little bit more depending on the game. So Pyros are kind of a little wonky. I've played with the bits a little bit, and they're a lot more consistent in point scoring than you think they might be.
Yeah, how are
like
you
a scout
Pyros
can tank
in this? Kind of always wondered.
Pyros, I gotta pull up the sheet, but they score in a lot of different ways. They can score by killing spies, killing medics, everyone has a amount of points per DPS they do. Let me find my sheet.
Huey, how often have you scored as a Pyro? Would you say?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Are we all missing out on? Is that the best class? You know.
One does not divulge number of points so simply.
Lady never counts.
Yeah.
Scoring all the time. That sounds amazing.
We're children.
I'm 13 years old.
We are
It's
literally
always like
teenagers.
I don't know, I've spent like a lot of time like looking at stats in Pyro and trying to kind of compare and figure out like what I can improve at or what people I'm mentoring can improve at, stuff like that. And it's so hard to find any real consistency because, like you said, like spy kills. Well, like I've been on teams where my spies, like my teammates, like Frank West, Colombian, they don't tend to run Deadringer all that much, and as opposed to when I play other teams, most other spies make way more use of the Deadringer. So even though I'm catching the spy out and stopping him from getting the pick, I might not kill him as much because if I run flare gun, I'm not going to be able to kill that very easily, especially if he's running the spy sickle. Whereas the other Pyro might get 15, 20 spy kills because mine's been running the Cloak and Dagger or the Invis Watch. It's much easier for a Pyro to kill. So I don't know. There's no real consistency with Pyro stats is what I've
The problem is that nothing like tracks that. So nobody tracks how many times you broke a Deadringer, right? But for your answer, there's 1 point per kill, 1 point per 20 damage per minute. So if you can keep 20 DPS every minute, then you get a point. So a lot of points there, and you get a full point per assist because Pyro gets lots of assists. You get a bonus point for spy and med kills. You get bonus points for melee kills, and 2 bonus points for melee kills. That's all classes do. And then you get bonus points for having better KDRs, and you get bonus points for beating the other Pyro in kills by a certain amount. So you get 2 extra bonus points for 5 kills or more.
Gotcha.
So a lot of ways to score points.
Do me proud.
So I mean, you've definitely. I think you've tried to balance it out a little bit.
Depends on
well, I
map,
have a lot
though,
of
wouldn't it
knots.
too?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
A lot of it depends on map because the play styles of how the spy is going to play is going to depend on the map. Like PL, I'm thinking of, or Barn Blitz is going to play a lot different than like Viaduct, say, for the spy, and so I imagine that would kind of mix it up a lot for a Pyro.
Well, you have to kind of even think of like DPM. Pyro's generally better staying alive. You can probably do more DPM, but you're probably going to die more as well. Like that tends to be what I see in stats. That's one thing that's actually pretty consistent. But so I mean, I think you said you balanced it out more points for better KDR.
We'll have to see how the first season goes with this. I'll have stats on it, but the main key thing is that I have lots of knobs to tune, so we can figure out we're scoring.
I'm picky.
Right?
It's my class, and it's like the one class that's like horribly inconsistent with how good you're actually doing on paper. So I've just been wondering.
The coolest stat we have is for soldiers, you get 1 fantasy point for every 25 health packs you pick up. So if you get lots of health packs.
Sheep
get a
would
fantasy
just
point.
love this. He just gobbles them.
So what's your favorite map of the season? Would you say then?
Steel.
You're not a fan of Lakeside. Steel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steel's a really cool map. Everyone likes it.
I don't have like the greatest DM or anything. I'm very teamwork oriented, and I really like maps like Steel, Gravel Pit, or some of the payloads that aren't broken in some ways. Where that comes more into play. So yeah, I like Steel quite a bit.
Okay, so round 3 is over, and DJ, you take up Ephatic from UBS as the spy. Kip takes Matt. No, you didn't take Max. You took Platinum.
Cole took an extra player.
Oh, snap. I'm sorry.
Cole's got 4.
Cole's
Wow,
cheating
this guy's
and is
trying to...
immediately disqualified.
No, that was a glitch or something. It's blame the Google.
Blame the Google. That's a good point.
Cole took an early NG pick with Liftoff, and I'm going to take...
Light Off.
Light Off. Why did I say Liftoff?
You're illiterate.
Get away.
Oh my god, I wasn't supposed to say anything.
All outs, damn.
You know I can't read. Why would you tell them that?
I picked Enigma.
There goes the
everyone.
Freudian Kip.
I picked Enigma Scout. Enigma, good player.
Yeah, and I'm picking up Shrugger, the Scout, for Murder Force. From Murder Force, hoping for those 6s experience, get me lots of points there.
Murder She Wrote.
I think it's hard to say who got the best pick this time. I think the platinum pick was pretty good out of you, Kip.
Thank you. All right. I'm 4.
Get the platinum ASCII in chat going.
Huey?
Is he playing?
Do I get a point every time somebody spams that in chat? Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, like FaZe is saying Light Off isn't playing anymore. I'd heard that too, and I wasn't really sure. I really don't know what's up with MTS at all.
Oh no.
But
Yeah,
I heard
MTS.
that, so.
I have a few blocks for them that are not filled. They're Soldier and Pyro. I don't think they know who it is either. Although it's hard to get a lot of good information out of them sometimes. So
They've been busy.
yeah, and also did we talk about Kai leaving? No, we didn't. Yeah, so yesterday or was it today? Kai
I showed at the beginning.
Yeah, Kai left for basically personal reasons. I understand, correct?
As far as I know, like I talked to a couple other people on UBS, and yeah, it was pretty much just everyone kind, including like thinking it'd be better for the team. Like I don't know, they've had a kind of a rough go of things, like trying to get a roster set, and like I said, playing maps like Barn Blitz, Lakeside, Gravel Pit, like all at the start, like for these teams who are still trying to get things figured out. If it's their first time in Plat, it's a mess. So yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know. I think UBS has a lot of potential. I guess like they have some really good players. Like Bobby's good. Like it's the first time I've seen him is the last like week or so. He plays really well. Katsy's like really really good. I really like how she plays. She's
Katsy did
my mentees,
really well last night.
Yeah,
she had a triple kill on the flank side, defending last one time, which was like incredible. Like a Pyro took out a scout, a soldier, and I think it was a sniper as well. So they took out like 3 huge pick classes, like pretty like on herself too. Like there was no like assist feed. I didn't catch it on camera, but I was like, well, how did she do that? There must have been a reflected rocket and then some like fire follow up. Like it just blew my mind.
I think I was too busy following the camera on Hildreth to see where he's like, he was like telling one of the casters like, "Oh, hey, tell them I have a teleport somewhere." And I took the camera looking for it, and I couldn't freaking find it. And I was like, "Oh, I'm being trolled. That's what's going on."
I think
That's your Hilly.
DJ, you picked Hildreth on NG. I don't think he's going to be playing NG.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. That's
fairly
up with a question
confident.
mark. Okay.
I would say so too. He doesn't normally play engineer.
He normally has nothing but disgust for the class, and I think last night was his demonstration of how he truly feels about.
No, I did not see that bit.
Yeah, he's letting out his feels.
Yeah,
Anyway,
for those
shoutouts
who
to
missed out,
Hildreth for the ETF2L game this afternoon. Maybe I won't spoil it, but great job.
Oh, did he
Hildreth.
play it today as well? Man, he's played like so much more TF2 in the past 24 hours than I have in like a week. That's super sick.
I gotta
Go
get my
for it.
digs in on Hildreth.
All right, so now Gold's turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, now you can have.
Oh, now I
whoever
can
you-
legally choose
now,
someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did you have last time?
I chose Deadbolt.
Oh, I got him, sucker!
No.
You planned that. That was,
I did
that
it.
was
I-
evil.
I was just thinking, like, I need a scout in Deadbolt. It was really impressive last season.
Fine.
Can you speak to that at all, Huey Liz?
I'll
how
take
is-
How
pure.
cool
All
is
right.
Deadbolt?
I'll take pure.
What was that, Turbo Cup?
How cool is Deadbolt, like in real life?
I haven't met him in real life yet. I'm going to, actually. But no, Deadbolt and Paragon are... I think in like Plat, people kind of understand just how good they are. They're just insane, just
Yep.
both of them. I think Deadbolt's like my favorite scout that I've played with. I've played with some good scouts, but like Deadbolt's really fun to flank with. Like we get stuff done. A few times that like I get bored and I want to go on the flank and try to do something. Like it works out really well, mostly because of Deadbolt hitting like 400 damage shots, and then I get to lick someone with 10 damage worth of flame and get the kill. So
Nice.
yeah, he's the best.
Wait, so what do you mean he's like your favorite scout? Like, what does he do better that other players don't do?
He coordinates just extremely well with the rest of the team. Like that's what Street Hoops does. Like overall, like everyone does that, I think. But yeah, like he's just a really, really, really good Highlander scout, and I think people maybe have overlooked him a little bit, like because of names like Ruin or other like Squid playing. Like Deadbolt gets overlooked, and he's just as good, if not better, than those guys.
So is he the best scout in Platinum?
Ooh.
Top 5 right now.
I don't know.
Top 5, worst 5. Let's go.
Top 5, worst 5. I think that's just
that will leave one
down
person right in the middle, who's like exactly in the middle.
Well, I don't know. Like who's on Gentleman's Club? It's Enigma, right?
Yeah.
He's good. He's gonna be in the top. I don't know if I can give you a 1. I can give you maybe the top 5. So Enigma, Squid if he's playing, Deadbolt. Who is on?
Is Kill 'Em All on AG or Blunderful?
I think Kill 'Em All's the heavy on AG.
Oh, because there's on the scout list here on our spreadsheet, he's in between Decimate and Jordan on scouts.
Oh, Decimate's playing.
That's because
Decimate,
he's the backup for Decimate for AG. That's why we have 2 rows for everything.
Yeah, I think he's been playing heavy for them. So I don't know. I could be wrong.
Decimate, another land star.
Mm-hmm. They've had AG. AG's been telling me they have a few like just backup people, but Kill 'Em All was put down for scout. They told me to put him down for scout, so that's why he's there.
Yeah,
could be
FaZe
wrong.
saying he's on
could
heavy.
Be wrong.
Yeah, FaZe would know he's on that team.
Sure. FaZe would know better.
Scout, Kill 'Em All.
I don't know.
That's cool. Like every time I've seen a scout main like go and play heavy, like they do really, really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
So Kill 'Em All will probably be really, really good. Yeah.
I have a theory
he's
about
secretly
this.
the best heavy. I don't know. He might be.
I've noticed this trend before too, and I think the problem is that when you're new to scout, when you're like totally new, your big mistake is that you overcommit like all the time, and then you die for nothing. Like you think you can get a really cool kill, but you can't. So when you play heavy, you never have that tendency ever. Like you can't really.
You can't do that.
You can't do it.
You're too slow.
Yep, you're too slow. And
Oh.
so yeah, that's why, and of course, with just the aim, getting that hit scan weapon to work for you correctly comes from that as well.
I just picked Cygnus as my pyro. Sorry, Huey, you were already taken.
It's all good.
I might pick a pyro too. Am I like off the line here?
Yeah, you are. You have Bobby as a pyro.
Yeah. I have Bobby as a pyro. He's not a pyro.
We'll get him
But
out.
he is on fire!
Oh.
What?
That was like the
Sorry.
lamest follow-up ever.
That was great.
We're gonna run out of time on the picks here.
I need a spy.
Come on.
I need a spy. Okay, so shoutouts to Feint. Feint played an amazing spy for 7 years last year, and now he's playing
long
for
time.
for 7 years, and now he's playing for
7
DK.
years in 1
I don't
year,
know.
that's-
I don't know how well he'll do on new DK team, but like he was easily the best spy, and that's one of the reasons they did so well. Like I felt like it was almost like he carried like 30 or 20% of the team by himself on a 9-player game. So I
He
really
used
like.
to back up for BPM. I don't remember how many seasons ago, but yeah, he always did really well. Like even in like top platinum, he's a good spy.
I like him a lot, and there's still a lot of good picks open. Pudding for Pyro is still there. like-
Speaking of which,
Oh.
yeah, I just nabbed that.
Right.
Oh, nice.
I will take Satan and I'll... Oops.
Satan's been doing good this year. Like I think he's improved for sure.
There's a quote for you.
I think he's always been the best. So if he's improved, we're all in trouble.
Good enough for me.
You have a quote for me?
I said that's good enough for me.
Oh, okay.
Don't fight, guys. Okay, it's fine.
Alright.
Okay. Let's see.
What else we got?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh yeah,
5,
the prize pool. So, prize pool hasn't gained any. In the time between we did our last broadcast 5 days ago and the time we did today, there's been.
What are you talking about?
Zero
We never did in a
donations.
previous cast. What's going on
we
here?
did one. We did one
What are you talking about?
for week -1, week 0. This is week 1. So in that time, there's been no more donations. So we're sitting at 2,000 right now for the prize pool. Some people have said that platinum players need to donate, although I don't think that makes a lot of sense, or that there needs to be some sort of entry fee, or there need to be some sweets involved somehow. What do they need to do to get those $3,000 more?
DJ, go.
Go, DJ.
I think we need to put on a variety show.
Oh, like an all-star game would be cool. Like,
Saying I'm
No,
gonna have
like
to
a
start
top
juggling.
hat.
I was thinking like dancing and singing from all of the best players.
I like that one.
I would pay to see that.
it would be cool if they made it to like 3,500 or something. They said they would do an all-star game of some sort or some sort of celebrity game.
Nice.
That would be neat. Yeah, but who would play in such celebrity game? Huey, who would play in it?
I don't know. Like I'm not a fan of like pug style teams. Like that's like I didn't want to do the All Star like this season. Just because
Yeah, and I
I
wanna-
don't. Yeah.
I want to
jump
talk
in.
more about that. I'm gonna push you on that. Okay, so the All-Star Game for Platinum didn't happen this season. We had one for Gold, we had one for Silver, and these were all organized not through UGC. The voting wasn't through UGC for these lower leagues, but for Platinum it was, right? Is that how it went?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, regardless, there were so. So why didn't you? What was the general feeling around the Platinum players who were picked for the All-Star team about playing?
Might be a question better for Skyrolla, but I would guess that there might be some others like me who have done it before and just didn't enjoy themselves. I've played for 2 years in Platinum, and I have not once seen an All-Star game where the teams were anywhere remotely even. So it just means 9 people are not having a good time, like regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean they've tried like different picking styles and everything. Like it used to just be like the top voted people of each class were all on Team A, the next top were on Team B, and that didn't go well. Pug style also kind of doesn't go well when you only have 2 players per class to pick. So 1 pick is actually 2 picks in that case, and I don't know. It doesn't really change all that much. So I don't know. It's just.
What if they did 3? They took the top 3 rated people, and then you got to pick 1.
I think they should do captains, and
Yeah.
you can pick whoever you want in Platinum.
From the entire Platinum rosters?
Yeah.
So it's not really an all-star game anymore.
Yeah. Isn't there
It's
pressure
not.
then, though, that you just pick your team?
Yeah, pretty much. But the other way, it's just as a support class, it's not fun to play with people that you're not really used to. If that's how you play, if you're not like super like crag heavy, like 1v1 DM heavy, then I mean that was my experience. Is that you get a lot of players who are like that, but not necessarily the smartest. And this was like the one time I played in season 6. Was just the least amount of fun I've ever had playing TF2, I think. And so it was just people running around everywhere, and the team with the better DMers won. And there was no place for someone who was trying to work with people. So I wanted nothing to do with it again.
Do you think there is a place for an all-star game? Because Turbo and I casted the silver, and the gold one unfortunately wasn't covered by XTV, but we had a lot of fun, and I think most of the players had a lot of fun with it, and I think it was this theory that this is the time to try to showcase new things that we've been testing in scrims and stuff, but maybe not necessarily have shown people, like new sentry gun positions and ways of just kind of playing the game, not strategizing the game, but just playing it and having fun with different ideas. Do you think Platinum players maybe take the All-Star games too seriously to this extent that like we have to get the most frags and we're going to put our DM on show right here?
No, it's just that you, regardless of how good the players are, you get a group of 9 people together. They're not really gonna play like together. They're gonna play their games.
Yeah, but I think
They're gonna
that's
play their
kind of the point of an
individual
all-star
games.
game, right? Like in the NFL, when they go and they play the All-Star game this weekend, they're not gonna push each other around, and they're not gonna hurt each other because it's for no points. There's no point to it. They're just there to have fun in Hawaii, essentially.
I agree, but at the same time, it's like I said before, there has not been a single game that has been remotely even, like in the Platinum All-Star games. Like, it's just been an issue. I don't know how you would fix it. Like, honestly, it's just I think like voting for All-Stars is cool. Like giving accolades to people who performed well and like being recognized by your peers is cool. I don't think then like necessarily having to go and play with a bunch of randoms. Like personally, I just don't like doing that. Like, so that's my own thing. But
so this brings up another problem though, which is that like to get accolades in the community, you have to like know people in the community, and it's not actually kind of based on like what you did, right? To some extent, because you need to be able to see what people did, and it's hard to get those replays. It's hard to get the STVs of things. So, if you make like this amazing air reflect like triple kill in midair while you're flying through the air, unless you're getting casted that day, you're not that's not getting shown out there unless you like submit it to somebody for like a frag of the week.
Well,
or a clip
is
of the week
that
or
a
something.
random thing, or is that something you do consistently? That would
Yeah, but like accolades.
Well, maybe
or
some of
anything like
us. I mean,
I always hit those triple shot air shots.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
happens for me all the
pretty
time.
consistent.
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, I
that's something.
think among the people in Platinum, like I think they have a pretty good idea of like who is like generally like performs the best of each class. Like some classes, like Pyro, like the top level of Spy, sometimes like Heavy. It's kind of interchangeable. It doesn't really matter necessarily, but isn't the vote locked down to Platinum? If I'm
yeah, the way they do it.
Yeah, so I mean, we're especially these days, like we're a small enough like little community that we all know each other, know who plays well.
Mm-hmm. Sigafu is suggesting in Twitch chat, put the prize pot up for the All-Star game. What do you think of that? Hmm?
That's I don't know. I don't.
I think he's
Again,
taking the piss a little bit.
I think you just get a better show if you want some kind of show match. I think you get a better show of two really good teams, and I think if you want to try like different strategies and stuff, that'll show better if you have actual teams playing instead of a pug style.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people have been like down to do that, like to do like some kind of show match, like for the donation drive, but it just hasn't been organized at all. And a lot of that's because it's been winter break. People have been gone. They're more maybe trying to get their own teams set together without worrying about this, because we kind of had a shorter break between seasons this time.
I
But I don't
think one is in the works. Hildreth is trying to organize some sort of like a small tournament that's going to happen like in the course of just 1 week, where a bunch of teams are going to one weekend. But I won't say anything else, but hopefully that'll be getting off the ground soon, because UGC's whole thing was after their new year, they're going to start really big on this campaign of hitting the pavement hard of advertising to drum up support. But it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And when Hildreth has to do something for UGC, that's when it's gotten a little desperate.
That's when the apocalypse has arrived.
Yeah. That's when you bury your money in the backyard and take it out of the banks.
But Hildreth is a cool guy. He builds sentry guns behind spawn and doesn't
Of
afraid of
course.
anything.
Doesn't afraid of anything.
We need to have him on the show. All right.
Yeah, we have to.
We should.
He'd be great.
I love Hilly.
I
think
wonder
in regards
if he
to
has
just,
an
like,
accent or not. I've never actually talked to him in real life, so.
Oh, talking to him is fun.
Oh,
It's like
God.
taking Ambien.
Yes, it is.
Oh no, we lost DJ.
Oh no, my camera.
Crap. No,
wait, he's
is
back.
back now.
Sweet.
Hello.
Oh.
That's a good way to put it. Good way to put it.
Anyway,
Fantasy picks are moving along here.
Oh,
Yeah, they
Wait.
are, so I should update everyone. So let's see, what did I miss? Getaway picked up Cygnus for his Pyro. I picked up TMP for my Pyro from Stag Party. DJ, you got Valen, right, for your engineer?
Yeah, that was a couple picks ago. Since then, I
Oh.
got Pudding for Pyro and Grape for Soldier.
Yeah, you're picking like
Picking
all
up
these
yeah.
Gentlemen's Club players.
I The ones that I don't know, I'm picking based on I like their name.
Cole just tried to pick up Tix again. I got him.
Because I picked him
Did you see
early,
that?
and then I realized I'd picked too fast because Kip said, "It's your pick." Oh, never mind. And I was like, "What?" And I picked someone, and I realized, wait, I already picked too many. So I took Tix off.
And then I picked Tix up.
Kip?
Told you're disqualified again.
I'm sabotaging your picks. Sorry.
I love it. That's great.
No, you can have Tix. You
Second
can
one
have
you've
Tix.
stolen from
I
me.
want Ricky. I want Ricky. I want Ricky. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You want Ricky?
No,
want
take
Ricky.
Tix. That's fine. Even though, I totally wanted him.
I'm taking Ricky.
Fine.
I'm taking Ricky.
It's getting pretty brutal here.
Yeah. I'm going to show up at your doorstep, Kip. With a baseball bat.
So
Like
have
I
you
like
scrimmed
baseball
a lot
now,
of,
huh?
Lakeside? So have you scrimmed a lot of Lakeside this week? No, you said that you've only done like 1 or 2 scrims.
Yeah, we haven't played in a couple weeks.
So is the beast asleep? Is the esports beast asleep?
Well, they're in the main finals, so they're kind of like it's most
True.
of the team. It's Deadbolt, Paragon, Ash, Skyrola, Kozen, who's not on our team, and Valen. But they're kind of focused on that, which is fine. I don't know. I'm excited for the season, but I'm not excited for the grind again.
Yeah.
I guess.
For
So-
players,
Go for it.
for players who've never played Platinum, can you explain the grind? Because for most players who are going to be in Iron and Steel, there is no grind. There is show up and you play, and then maybe you do well enough to play again. But what's the grind that you're not looking for?
I mean, you practice, and like even like this last season, season 11, I think I practiced less than any season I had before. But you practice quite a bit, and that's your like weekends, like Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, or a couple hours of Highlander a night. Depending on the map, that can be a good thing or not a very fun thing for some classes. But I mean, there's a reason that like these players are these teams are the best, just because they put in a lot of work. And even if like we're not doing like map reviews and stuff maybe anymore, it's been done in the past. Like we've all done them in the past multiple times for each map. Like there's a lot of work put into it over the last couple years that I've been playing of getting better and getting to this point.
So like, I'm a new player and I have no idea how much I need to practice to be the best of them all. So like, what kind of numbers are we talking about here? Are we talking like 10 hours a week or 30 hours a week? Like,
Well, I mean, Ginyu Force, I think, when I was on Ginyu in Season 9, we probably practiced more than any team I ever did. And that was 2 scrims a night with 2 different teams. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the pregame Monday, and then the match. So that ended up being... I mean, and you end up waiting a lot, too, because it's Highlander. So, I mean, that can go up to... Like, in the course of, like, just a few days, like 10, 12... 15 hours sometimes. And that was just our schedule. Sometimes we played other days as well, like on top of that. So there's a lot of time that gets put into it, and that's just playing. You might have another night set aside where you have an hour or 2 that you're going over the maps or you're talking strategy with people. So it's you don't necessarily have to do all that, but if your goal is to get to the top, then at some point you're probably going to need to.
So just updating it. Oh, go for it.
We
was
just
just
lost
update
Skid a
everyone.
Whale.
Oh, we just lost Get a Whale?
Yeah.
But he did make a pick, right?
Did he pick? Was that the point?
Well, that's the
He picked
important thing.
Indust for Murder Force. He's got a lot of Murder Force players. He's got 3.
Yeah, that is. But kind of going back to the prize money that's being implemented this year, does that change any amount of how you're practicing or how you're approaching scrims and reviews if you are doing those?
For us, I don't think so. I think we're seasoned enough that I mean most of us have been around for a couple of years. So we've done all that. I don't know. I don't know what else we could do. Like, you can maybe watch demos of other teams, like it was professional sport, but I don't think most teams would want to let you do that. So, but
Okay.
I don't think it's going to change much for us, but maybe for some of the other teams.
Okay.
So just to update everyone here on the draft so far, I've picked up Paragon for 20B, so yay, good people. like nice guys. I like picking up nice guys on my teams. People who I feel like are not jerks, because TF2 can have a jerk problem sometimes, you know? Just like a small one, but
Wait,
it's
you
good
never
to pick up
talked
the
to
nice
Paragon?
guys.
Oh, he's
Nope.
the worst.
He's the evil
is.
twin. Didn't you know that?
He's like,
How is he?
Yeah, I mean,
How is he evil?
he's just a jerk, man. He just like degrades. No, he's great.
How does he degrade people in enthusiastic ways?
Someone doesn't
Yes.
understand sarcasm. I just sarcasm. I got stabby. By the way, I know that's what we were all wondering about. The stabby's mine.
StarCraft. Someone doesn't get StarCraft.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't get StarCraft over in my country.
Yeah. This is a StarCraft show, as we all know.
Hey, Kip, you done picking?
Yeah, I got
Is it my,
stabby.
okay, thank you.
You
I'm
didn't want
assembling
stabby, right?
Wait, no. What's that?
You didn't want stabby, right?
Hope you don't want stabby.
No. I didn't mean to say mean about that. It's just like, no, I had someone else in mind. I was gonna get someone else. Someone's gonna get squid.
That's a good choice. Well, who else has been picked up here? Indust, the Murder Force guy, medic, being picked up by Get a Whale.
Yeah.
Pretzel,
I'm doing all the land stars. I'm a land guy.
that's true, but this is not played on land, so I think that
That's
might
true.
be the folly of your strategy.
That's true. Might be wrong.
You could be totally wrong here.
Oops.
I hope to destroy you in fantasy.
We'll see, buddy. We'll see, buddy.
Wait, what does the winner of fantasy get? Can we start
we
a
haven't
prize
decided
pool
yet.
going for that?
Well, I thought the winner might get accolades or
I
a
will-
standard ovation or a
I
song.
will tell the winner once and for all: shotgun or flare gun.
Ooh,
Oh.
Yeah,
I like that.
you will find
Is
out
that
the
a thing?
definitive answer. You'll find out.
Is
If
that
you
kind of
win.
like Strong Bad's how do you type with boxing gloves on question that you always get? If anybody's familiar with Homestar Runner.
Is that a question you get a lot? Shotgun or flare gun? Like
Yeah.
all the time?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
didn't you do like an
maybe
AMA
you
on
should
Reddit
say-
or something, and it was just like,
Yeah, usually it's someone I know that asks that, like, jokingly. But that still gets posted on my profile a little too often for my tastes.
Oh.
The Murder Force picks Get a Whale. So
Yeah, I picked Snailboat as heavy, partly because he used to play on Ranch with a bunch of my good friends, and so that's my reasoning behind that one.
your friends are
Cat
on ranch.
Yeah, Cat Ranch was used to be a bunch of my good friends that I play with a lot.
Ooh, get house friends, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, Konami and Billy Bob and all those dudes.
I think I'm gonna take Squid. Super sweet. Unless no one else is taking him, right? No. Alright, I got Squid. Who
Oh.
else is next?
Yeah.
Oh, you're next, DJ.
Yeah.
This is last round for regulars, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, second to last round for regulars. 2 more rounds to go.
Oh, right.
Then it's-
I don't have
then
a
it's-
medic.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I'm missing a medic too.
Oh, shit.
And
There are good medics
Ah.
there still. K. Blair is there. Mang Couches is a good medic.
Couches,
Boomhauer.
yep. 7 years medic. I'm really surprised that I thought 7 years was going to be a team, and we are going to have 12 teams in Platinum this season. And then they like evaporated. They just like
Yeah.
destroyed themselves from the inside. Like half the players didn't want to play anymore, or they didn't want to play for Platinum or something like that. And the other
What
half still
happens?
wants to play.
what happened?
Do you almost burn yourself out, Huey? If you play too many seasons, is it almost too much work? Like, do you just get sick of the game?
You can, yeah. We were not going to play this season, but like the donation drive kind of tipped us, and I mean, more so than that, it means that there's going to be more competition, better competition. So
Is it going to be better? Because we've
I
seen.
mean, I think
Force
the
Raven
money
and
has
Force
already
Steel.
drawn in, like, you know, a team like Gentleman's Club or Murder Force, especially like Banny, who has never ever committed to Highlander, really. Well, I guess. Well, no, not really. I mean,
Yeah, when did he do it?
He played like on like the precursor to Tangerine, like in season 5.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a while, and that was just pretty much as a favor. So, like, this is really like the first time that like he's kind of committing to it, I think. So, I mean, it's already brought in like, you know, a few good teams, like a bunch of good players that haven't really committed to it fully before. So,
Do you know anything
that's-
about the story between, I think it was Valen and Stabby, like trying to reform 2 different teams with old GNU players, and then Stabby gets Banny, and then a lot of things happen from there.
Not a thing.
Surely there's a good story in there.
Yeah, I do not know.
So one thing we're going to ask everyone on this show from now on, because it worked so well last time, is do you have any kind of hidden talents at all? Like if you've never shown someone this before,
No.
like we're all on a date with you right now. Like it's all 5 of us in this one corner, and you're in the other corner, on the other side of the table,
No, it's like a conglomerate.
and you're trying to impress us right now.
I don't know, man. There's nothing I can show you.
Come on,
here
Huey.
now.
Just
Don't
act
wanna-
like you're trying to impress me. You can even lie your face off, and I don't even care.
I mean, I can. I don't know.
Well, don't wanna-
Mm,
Sugafu set the bar really high, and he played a ukulele for us, and we were kind
Yeah,
of swooned.
that's-
So
That was my thing. It's like I
Yeah.
play piano, guitar, like a bunch of instruments. Like I had a music scholarship, but I didn't want to be a music major, so I didn't take it. But
Ooh,
I
wow.
have
What did you
nothing
play?
I could play.
Ah.
I played like anything brass and piano and a little guitar and
Oh.
stuff. But yeah, it's I don't know. I play by ear, so there's my talent. I can't read
You can't
music.
read. You can't read.
No.
You can't read music.
Oh,
Not really.
wow.
No. But I
That
have
is interesting.
I have no way of proving that at the moment, so I'll have to
Okay,
take my word.
so how did you get a music scholarship if you can't read music?
I was good at French horn, and French horn players are always needed.
Do you still have your French horn?
No, I never had a French horn. Those things are damn
All right.
expensive.
All right.
Yeah.
I borrowed one.
So I believe it's Cold's turn.
Oh,
Oh,
sweet.
it's my turn actually.
Yeah, let's get these.
Pretty sure it's mine actually.
No, it's cold.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Cold still has two
No,
gaps.
DJ's missing 2 spots. No? Wait, no,
No?
DJ went, yeah. Then for
Yeah,
you,
and then
Kip.
I went.
Missing 2 spots.
All right.
I took
Okay.
Sharp Shot.
All right.
I'm taking K Blair over on DRS. Shoutouts.
It's
Making
not
this
your
awesome
turn.
system.
It's not your turn.
Totally my turn. I only had one guy left.
Get a whale
I had
had
2
2,
guys.
and Cold has 2 that he needs to pick. So
Oh, that's right. It
there's
doesn't
2
matter
people
though,
ahead of
because
ourselves.
nobody else needs a medic besides me.
Kip needs a medic.
that.
What if we like
you guys said
rewind?
Mela might not be playing? Is backing up?
Mela
Yeah,
probably
so
gonna
you're
be a
talking about
backup.
Mela.
Yeah, Remedy's
Okay.
their soldier.
Well, I'll take Rick. I'll take Ricky.
It's a good
Wait,
pick.
what? No,
What's up, Ricky? Yeah, I'm taking Ricky.
no, we had
Oh,
this
wait.
discussion. You
Why
get 2
aren't you
seconds.
marking this off, Kip? Why aren't you have to go to this and you have to mark it as taken?
How do you...
Just check
Oh.
yourself. Check yourself
I
before
did.
you wreck
yeah,
yourself,
check
man.
yourself before
Oh.
Sorry,
you
I
wreck
am
the
all
spreadsheet.
sorts of-
Shots fired.
Have you no respect for spreadsheets?
I don't know. I'm a humanities person.
All right,
How
fine.
do I make?
All right. Okay, who should I pick? Chat. Digressor, Velocity, Johnny, Fathom, Catsy. Oh, wait, no, that's Pyros. Oh, that's because I switched over Cell. Frank, Aegis, Ash, Remedy, Tic Tac, or Huck. Which one of those should I choose? I'm.
A few of those guys are really good, actually.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
any of them,
I only follow just a few of these people. And,
I'm not gonna help you.
Find out.
well, I know. I'm okay. Someone said Fathom, so I'm just gonna pick that one. Wait, no, that's a Pyro. I misspoke.
Yo, did Fathom not get picked?
Fine.
Oh.
I'm gonna choose
Buddy.
Tic Tac. All right, I'm going with hi Bloodsire, by the way.
Bloodsire rules. Bloodsire, my man.
Wow. Hey,
Looks
shout
like
out to
really
everyone
sweet.
who's watching.
Bloodsire
MVM
stops in
world
my
champion.
Bloodsire stops in my pub every now and then to say hi to our British admin. He goes, "What's up, Bloodsire? Welcome to the pub."
Lovely.
All right. Took Tic Tac.
Who did you take?
It's done.
Who are you
Tic Tac.
taking, Cole?
Tic Tac.
All right,
Oh,
it's
Tic
on
Tac.
me now.
Gets the subs.
Tic Tac.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my medic since Kip can't stop me.
Sure.
Taking my K Blair. I have a good well-rounded roster. I have 2 20B guys, and then everyone else is on a different team.
I just picked Deer, my man, who I casted with several weeks ago from AG.
Oh yeah,
Hell of a spy.
that was a good game.
Oh, it's
We're almost
my
there.
turn now.
I'm consulting my Pokedex.
Deer is
Yeah.
the ballsiest spy.
Let's finish this up. Let's not keep everyone
man.
waiting forever.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll just do the main
Sorry.
9 here on the
Yeah.
show, and then do
Yeah.
the backups when the show is over and release it
Yeah.
out.
we're gonna do the backups right after this.
Cool.
So, here's your last pick for your scout. You're gonna take Snorlax, DJ.
I-
All right.
Blanked out the wrong one. Whoops. There you go.
I'm taking Lydia as my mid.
I don't know anything about Lydia. I know nothing.
She's an admin on our True TF2.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
That's a great subreddit, by the way.
She does
Yeah,
like
you
a
don't know about
ton of mentoring. She's just like her and Dr. Duke just do so much mentoring for Sixes and I think Highlander too.
I was told
Yeah,
that she
they-
was mentored by Pure, so
I think they play with Pure a little bit and talk to him.
So the mentee is now with the mentor on SysOps. That's cool.
And I love Pure, by the way, Mustard. You stay off of him. I don't care if he's getting
If you-
wrecked or not.
oh.
I believe he's going to do well.
Shout out to Mustard for coming over the scoring system, right? Wasn't he a part of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Claude, you got 2 picks to make, my friend.
Sweet. All right, so I need a medic
2?
and a spy.
Hey, you're lagging behind.
How
You're
did
so behind.
Yeah, I am. Jeez. All right, well, I want Cabler.
he is taken?
I already
one
took her.
Go get my boy Mang.
That's why you gotta
Fine.
pick. It's your turn.
You gotta
Next time I
blank
do
out
this,
that
I'm gonna
cell,
get a little egg
son.
timer, and it's gonna
Gotta
sit
blank
right
out
here.
that cell.
It's gonna sit for 2 minutes. You guys
Anybody
better
take
pick.
Mang, or is Mang not playing?
Who's playing?
I don't
Ming's
have
all
Ming.
yours.
Yeah. I don't know if Mang is playing or not. I haven't heard anyone call him yet.
All right.
Oh no.
Well, hey, I've got an inside line right here, Huey.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, okay.
We're all back.
Sweet.
Except Wadna.
Sweet.
All right.
He bailed.
well,
He sucks.
we're gonna miss Duana. All right.
Hashtag shots
And
fired.
now I need to choose a spy, or is it Wales? It's
You
Wales.
know,
turn.
pick your spy.
Pick
Go
your,
ahead,
your
your
spy. I only have
All
one
right.
left.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I only need to pick my engineer too, so we're all good on that.
All right, awesome. Okay.
I might take.
Noko, Hey, Akuma. I'm gonna take Colombian Gamer.
Yeah. Complete the 20B.
That's right.
Oh, you got 3 of us.
That's
That'll
right.
work. That'll work.
I'm taking Ash as my soldier. Yes. Yes.
Taking the Louch as my NG, and I think that'll be it. Once again, another DRS player.
So we're gonna read out our rosters or post them in some way for the crowd.
Sure.
Do
We're
we
gonna
get
have a
to?
post.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, go ahead and read yours out. Go for it.
I'm pumped. Well, DJ can go first since he picks first.
DJ.
DJ.
DJ,
DJ.
did he hang up?
DJ.
He's.
This guy, I had my microphone muted for like the last 20 minutes.
Oh, whoops.
Oops.
There we go. Yeah,
We just thought you were quiet.
yeah, and your video
Oopsie
is just kind of
doops.
frozen. You're looking at us like, hey.
I know.
What's up?
Yeah, everything's falling apart. It's great. Oh. Anyways, so I'm just going to go through this before anything else goes wrong. My picks for my team, Discar Bros. Scout will be Snorlax. Soldier is... I picked Grape. For Pyro, I picked Pudding, and those are both from Gentleman's Club, and Snorlax is from Dunning-Kruger Effect. I believe I pronounced that properly. Demo Man, I picked 38 Special. Apocalypse. I picked Arthur as the Heavy, and I picked Valen for my Engineer, Blue for my Medic, Marissa for my Sniper, and Ephetic for my Spy.
All right. On the Freudian Kips, we have Deadbolt from Street Hoops. We have Ricky and Satan on Soldier and Pyro, respectively, from AG. Platinum is my Demo Man from MTS. Sharpshot is my Heavy from Psysops. Sigapoo is going to be my Engineer. That was a cat. Yeah, shut up.
Yep.
Lydia is going to be my Medic. Max from Gentleman's Club is my Sniper. Stabby is going to ring it all out as my Spy.
Nice.
All right, and on Cold's Taco Party, I have Squid from Dead Ringer Storage, Tic Tac from Psysops. What team is that?
Psyops.
Sysops.
It's B.
Oh,
It's
Psyops.
Psyops.
All right.
It's
It's
B.
Psyops?
The acronym is initialism is spelled differently. Pretzel from MTS Pure from Psyops. Huey Lewis. Light Off is the engineer. Mang is the medic. Phase is the sniper, and Colombian Gamer is the spy.
Okay, I'm going to read to you the best team in history. Get a Wales Gamers. On Scout, we have Enigma from GC. We have Ash playing Soldier. Pyro is Cygnus. Demo Man, Mr. Banny. Heavy is Snailboat. Engineer is going to be Spamfest from Street Hoops. Indust on Medic. Fox Peace, best sniper in the universe from Murder Force. And rounding out is Deer on Spy. And that's my team.
All right, over on Turbo Cop speeding tickets, we got Shrugger from Murder Force 9000. Bobby from UBS as my soldier. TPM, famous aggressive pyro from Stag Party.
TP.
Zalox, the one and only 20B over on the Demo Man. Squid, I don't have his tag, so I don't remember where he came from. But he's the heavy. He came from MTS? No, Blunderful. Yeah, Blunderful. And Lalach from DRS, along with Cabler, Medic Extraordinaire over on DRS. Paragon, best sniper in the universe from 20B. Faint, up-and-coming spy, gonna blow everyone out of the water this season. I'm certain of it. 100%. So, that's it. We're gonna end off this broadcast right here. And before we go, remember, submit your clips for the Clip of the Week next week. For next Tuesday, should be somewhere in the 8-9 p.m.-ish area. Again, we will figure that out and have another posting for you all. But yeah, submit your clips over to 9andout@gmail.com. Put some description, put what I should be watching, and we'll come up with it and start off with our best clip of the week at the beginning of next session. But until then, I'll see you all next time.
Thanks, guys.
See you. Bye.
Beep.